Dynamic Certified.
They tell me I'm half God like Perseus. I tell them I am God, no blasphemous. To understand what I'm saying, you gotta dig deep in the sands where Egyptian king's ashes is.
And today's gonna be a great day. We got Phil Valentine as our special guest.
We are so excited for that.
Yes, we are. We got Dynamic Certified in the house as well. So it's going to be a powerful movement, a real powerful movement.
And you will be able to see us shortly. Don't worry, we'll have it up. So just because you can't see us doesn't mean you're not getting it. As long as you can hear us for now, you're good. You'll be able to see all these handsome gentlemen I'm surrounded by in the studio.
Yeah, this is Jers, also known as Infinity Gems.
Myndsett Ent, Dynamic Certified. Excited to be here. Much love to the family.
Go by the name of Els, man. Dynamic Certified, Airborne Internationals first. You know, I appreciate the looks and having me come out and join y'all on this.
Also, Pat, what you want to tell the people about Hotep 365?
Okay, yeah. Hotep 365 is pretty much just another outlet for the conscious community, and even if you're not conscious, it's just another avenue for you to get some updated on some news and, you know, events and things going on around us that you might not hear in the mainstream media, you know. So I pretty much, you know, got tired of not seeing everything I wanted to see on World Star, so I had to make my own outlet, you know. And that's pretty much the gist of that. Hotep 365. It's still in the construction stages, but it's functional and it's doing its thing. It's getting a lot of good feedback.
Can you tell the people, let us know how you came up with the name?
Basically, you know, Hotep, comedic energy, 365. You know, pretty much what I've been living my lifestyle in the last 3 years, and you know, it was only right to name it accordingly.
Right. And people about you just had a show you guys just did, right?
Yeah, we just had a show out in Hollywood at the famous Roxy nightclub, very famous club out there. Went out there and gave them some of that Black Power energy, some of that good energy, some of that positive energy. It was a great turn.
Let's not forget we have our honorary guest, Nut, from Top Breed Entertainment in the house.
That's
Hotep.
Hotep, y'all. What's going on out there?
And Nut, tell them about what you have going on as well. Top Breed.
Basically the same thing. Mixtape. Black Scar Faces is out. Rebirth Nation. Y'all can give me a Twitter. Big Nut. BIGKNUCK00. I just want to add there's some strong young brothers in here. So y'all support, man. Y'all support the movement and what they trying to do.
Appreciate it. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And of course, as always, we want to shout out Mucus, DJ Mucus on the ones and twos, and of course DJ Beto in the house, and he is working the switchboards for us. So we got a full house tonight, and we are excited about it. You're listening to UrbanSoulRadio.fm.
Before we do that, let's go on and get the disclaimer out the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's get that out the way right now.
What do I have? We know that everyone has their own values and belief systems, and those things that are mentioned here on Myndsett Edutainment are not necessarily the beliefs of UrbanSoulRadio.fm, even though they're true.
Peace, people. We're going in. We're going in today. We're going in. That was the disclaimer. Go ahead, Mucus. Bless with some music. Greetings. We have a caller. Who's there, caller? What's your name?
Valentine.
Greetings, Dr. Valentine. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a baby in the candy store right now, ready to get this conversation and this dialogue going. For people out there, we have Brother Phil Valentine, a metaphysicist, a clinical hypnotherapist, a polymath, a lecturer, free thinker. This is not. This is teaching. This is a class. People, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? This is no debate. This is no. You know, you trying to present your information. This is a master teacher right here. And so welcome, Brother Phil.
Thank you very much.
So, can you tell the people what you got going on? What's been going on with you? I know you said you have when we were building, I know you said you have a book that you're working on as well, that the people are going to be interested in.
I'm working on right now. I'm not. You're hearing me breaking up very badly.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Is my voice breaking up badly?
No, you sound good.
I'm hearing feedback. That's all. Yeah, I have several books I'm working on right now. The one that I'm presently working on, focused mostly on, is the Cosmic Codex book of just book 1 of the 7-book series I'm doing. I finished book 4, which is The Wounded Womb. That's what's out now. But I'm dealing with Cosmic Codex Book of the Earth, which is book 1.
And do you have an idea when that's coming for us, Brother Phil?
I'm sorry, again, you're breaking up. What is that?
Do you have any idea when we might be seeing that book? The first one?
Yeah, it might not be until next year sometime, towards the middle of next year.
Okay.
It's a lot to do with it. A lot of research involved in this one.
Okay, great. We're looking forward to that. Dr. Phil, I don't know if you've seen recently today, we were actually about to build on it. They had a Tupac hologram. Dr. Dre Dr. Dre had a concert, and he actually brought Tupac back on a hologram. I wanted to know if you had any feedback on that.
No, I didn't have any idea about it. I know that usually when certain stars don't have as much pull anymore with the audience, especially a younger audience, they will go with the icons and then use that as a bridge between those who would not know who they are and be identifiable with somebody like Tupac. A lot of people said Tupac is going to come back or be resurrected because he's not really dead and all this, so they're keeping the image and the vibration around Tupac alive, and they're using him, carving him out to give themselves credit to the validity. But again, we're dealing with a certain type of, and this is been on Elder Talking, a lot of people who did good by hip-hop. They gave hip-hop a good name. They kept it real. They did what hip-hop was supposed to do, and that was to pass forward a message. Others took hip-hop all the way to the South, and the South, I mean the hell, where they began to cause it to turn our people at each other, in these rivalries and so forth, instead of bringing them together. We weren't doing that back when we were building as the Nation of Islam. Wasn't no two factions in the Nation of Islam talking different things and saying, well, I'm wearing this band, this color will get this color, and so forth. If our elder teachers that some people are actually supposedly using as reference for what they want to do, if they were to come back and see the way that we're behaving with one another, they would have said we haven't really done anything. So yeah, there's a lot of times when people are going to use icons, they're going to pull out icons so that you would identify them with it. So I'm not surprised that Dre would yank Tupac out and use it as a way to give him credibility amongst the new generation of hip-hoppers to assign and associate himself with Tupac.
Now, Dr. Valentine, and welcome to the show. With the holographic image, this was at Coachella, which is a huge music concert that goes on for the weekend, and the audience was completely baffled as to this image, this very realistic image that they saw of Tupac. Can you explain the ramifications of the holographic image and what needs to be in the atmosphere for that to take place, and any of the future usages of holographic images?
Good question. The holographic image has been perfected so that you could actually stand there looking at a life-size person of someone, a life-size image of someone in 3 dimensions, and not be fooled into believing that person is standing right next to you. What hologram is the use of light and images being broadcast from different perspectives and at different angles to create a single image. So in holography, it's called holography, you have separate light sources between laser images to coincide with different aspects of the image. So you have one image of the back, one image of the side, one image of the top, one image of the bottom. And when they all shine together towards one focal point, you get all the image consolidated together. This is a precursor to what they are getting ready to do with Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is about using holography to stage a kind of alien invasion, or to essentially, this is what the Vatican was using it for, to stage the second coming of Jesus Christ, so that everybody who thought Tupac was standing right there, they would also think that Jesus was back for the second coming.
Wow. Now, could you elaborate on that and go into the rapture?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
The rapture. You know,
yeah. Well, they're getting us all ready for the rapture, but I think people are too sold out, and people are too numb right now to be raptured. You have to have a certain kind of sensitivity and nerve energy to be enraptured. The only way you can get that is if you start stopping in church. And as far as the so-called rapture is concerned, this is something that only certain Christians have taken and amplified.
Right.
You can become enraptured if you understand how to use the Kundalini force. You can become enraptured if you understand how to use the breath. You can become enraptured if you know how to stop and use your feet in certain ways, like they do in Voodoo or Voodoo, and in certain other African traditions of dance. So rapture was nothing new. People writing about it in the Bible, different places. This rapture was nothing new. It's just something that they just amplified and singled out as a variable that they would have, so that Christianity, see, there's so many sects of Christianity, so many different sects, and that's S-E-C-T-S, sects of Christianity, that each one of them has to have a hook. You got the Pentecost, you got the Baptists, you got all the Catholics, you got all these different offshoots of Christianity, and each one got to have a hook. Each one is interpreting Christianity their way, but it's all run by the Vatican.
Right. And I was while we're talking about the Vatican, I know a lot of people out there aren't aware of that. The Pope, you know, he bows down to a Black Madonna every day. So I wanted to know if you could actually go into the origin of Christianity and how it relates to our people, or how it doesn't relate to our people.
Well, it relates to our people only because it began with our people back in the ancient Kush Empire, that they call Ethiopia today. All of what you could find in the Christian religion and all the different saints and the different rituals and celebrations, all of it began with astrology. Astrology is the original religion. That's where Christianity was taken from. That's where all religious concepts come from, especially when they descend from ancient Shem and Sumer and Ethiopia and the Roman Empire, all of the higher sciences that eventually turned and perverted into religions. See, because religion was actually science before it was a religion.
Right.
And if you understood how the principles of Christianity ran with Jesus and the 12 disciples, you'd understand, and all of that has astrology or astronomy as its basis and its foundation. Jesus, the Son of God, S-U-N of God, and the S-O-N of God are the same. If you understood Christianity at the deeper levels, you'd understand who the 12 apostles were, the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Brother Phil, first of all, I'd like to say, man, it's an honor and a pleasure just to be in the same energy and space as a master teacher and griot such as yourself. This is Myndsett Dynamic Certified speaking to you.
Thank you.
Question I have for you is, I'm interested on your take on the whole Joseph Kony situation. Do you think, or do you think he's actually the monster that they portray him to be, or is it more political propaganda or a little of both?
Okay, now you broke up. Who was it was speaking about?
Joseph Kony. Do you think that he's the monster that the media and everyone portrays him to be, or is it more so political propaganda?
Now, who is this person? I keep missing the name.
Joseph Kony from Uganda.
Oh, Kony. Yeah. I'm a little bit leery about it because I put the word out there as soon as everybody started having Kony mania. I saw this as another black op by the propaganda machine that was trying to get us to get the military into a position where we would attack a country once more.
Right.
Came to find out that area of the world, they just found a larger deposit of oil than Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
All of a sudden, Kony, who ain't nobody seen since 5 years before that, most people think he was dead. Now you have this guy who was a psychopath, and they said that they took him into a psychopath, or they actually got him off the scene real quick to make him look like he was crazy. That's how they get rid of, that's the lone gunman situation. Right. They got the dude that was pushing Kony 2012 to make him believe that he was crazy by dropping him some psychedelic tabs to make him go crazy and take off his clothes and start running around so that he would look insane to cover their tracks.
Right.
But that was a psyop. That was to get us to do the same things they did to Gaddafi and to your boy over there in Iraq. And everybody they want to bring down. But this time they weren't going to use the same kind of tactics that they were going to use in Iran and Iraq, because essentially everybody got wise to that one. So what did they do? They started recruiting the children. And they started getting the children to think about this, because that's the next generation of voters. That's the next generation that's going to make decisions. So you go to the kids and you get somebody who's all clean cut and looking all spiffy and everything, and he's going to go on CNN and talk about this person dealing with child soldiers. The dude who ran the country that Kony was fighting had more child soldiers kill people than anybody else. They wanted that oil. And I knew it from the beginning, so I put it out there for the brothers and sisters to know that this was BS.
And we appreciate you for doing that, Brother Phil.
Thank you.
How you doing, Dr. Phil? This is Nuck from Top Rate Entertainment. I just want to say it's a pleasure to be talking to you right now. My question was concerning back to the health of food. What's the easiest way to break these habits, of eating this type of food? And, what can we do?
It's difficult, brother. But my mother used to say, when you want to get rid of an evil, you...
A quick question for you. First of all, it's an honor to be speaking with you. You were saying that for the children under 7, they shouldn't watch TV. What activity? Because I have a 1-year-old myself. My son just turned 1, and I'm trying to figure out what activities should I present to him to where he wouldn't want to watch TV all day. Is it all about going outside, communicating with the nature? How can I educate him at an early age? I just want tips on things like that.
Yeah, a child is very open to anything you want to do. That's the beauty of children. When I raised my children, the first thing I did was to take them into the country, take them into the park.
And it was powerful. You was going in on that brother Obama. And
yeah.
And you made a reference. Well, it wasn't even a reference. It was actually really elaborate. On
you mean Malik Shabazz?
No. You had went in on him being related to Malcolm X.
That's right. That's his name. That's why you can't find a certificate on it.
Exactly. So I want you to just elaborate on the science behind that and how it could actually be possible.
Well, it's a long story, and it came out because...
I have a quick question for you. How can us as black men protect ourselves as well as our family from this brutality that we're receiving all across the world? And I'm speaking mainly from the Trayvon Martin case, because it's clear to me that it's much bigger than George Zimmerman and Trayvon, because of the lack of evidence that they provided in the case, such as they said the young brother was leaving out of 7-Eleven, and there was no footage of him actually leaving from 7-Eleven. And my biggest question is, how can a young man such as that get killed 70 feet from his home and no one see anything? Can you speak on that a little bit, brother? Thank you.
Yeah, I think what happened was a case of mistaken identity. I believe that Trayvon was supposed to have been a
Dr. Phyllis, people, we need to sit under and gain this information about yourself, world information, just information as a whole. So
definitely YouTube Dr. Phil Valentine. Go to his website, which is Juice Plus. Will you give us their number one more time, Dr. Phil?
It'll be my pleasure. You go to the Juice Plus website is Rethink Juice Plus. Go to RETHINKJUICEPLUS.com. RethinkJuicePlus.com. And if you have any problems and you want to get on it, now check this out now. If you want to get on Juice Plus, and you do get Juice Plus, and you have a child 4 years of age and over, I will sponsor that child with free Juice Plus for 3 years.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
Okay? Right, so you think about that, and if you have a question, call me at 1-800-847-1291. Again, 800-847-1291. We also do vaccination exemptions as well for people who don't want to take that poison and give it to their children.
Thank you so much, Dr. Phil Valentine. We appreciate you and your time and your knowledge. We want to thank Dynamic Certified and Hotep 365 for being here in the building. Of course, Nuck from Top Read Entertainment, DJs Mucus and Beto. Of course, our host, D-Show Bronson, myself, Rachel Blaze. Check our page out at www.urbansoulradio.fm. Click on shows, Myndsett Entertainment. You'll be able to see the archived shows, as well as get in touch with myself and D-Show in order to send us your music for the new heat, advertise with us, sponsor us, or also to hire out our DJs Mucus and Beto. Coming up next is an Indie Giving Monday. This is urbansoulradio.fm, Myndsett Entertainment.
thanks, people, and tune in next week for Professor Griff.
Peace. Peace.